Alright, we're on DayZ on Xbox, and I was only going to do the one episode, but I'm going to do it back to back here. This is the Olga, so this is like the premium sort of car. Well, maybe not premium, but like the luxury type car, if that makes sense. This is like for executives in this landscape, and it's just very neat because I've never come across like a car in this. Like I've been in a road trip. You can go check out the road trip video. Lemon and his friend were kind enough to take me on a ride. But I thought it was a really cool sort of like just chatting point so you can see what these cars look like when you find them. You really find stuff. Yeah. It's very cool to see this kind of vehicle out here in the wild. And generally so you get an idea. It's like, wow, cars are actually like a pain in the ass to deal with. I don't know why you would find cars like this out in the wilderness, but you know, whatever. So you gotta find things. You gotta get like the wheels. Oh, I should have kept that wheel I had, all the way back there. And yeah, you can get doors. I guess you don't need the doors, but then you get the plugs, and you gotta get like the battery and everything. You gotta put them in the slots, and you gotta get the chassis good. And you can use it like for storing things and everything like that. I don't know. It's just kind of neat vehicles that you can check out. You can like get in it. I guess there's still some clipping with weapons and stuff, which is kind of funny. And yeah, I guess this one is slightly more common than the other sort of vehicles out there. I don't know. It's just sort of cool to run into. And if you actually want to see like a car running in the game, you should check out the car kind of guide episode. Just go over that, like driving it and everything. You know. I don't know, it's just kind of cool to see the cars. And there's a lot of technical aspects. I guess I should show the first person, just in case you haven't seen the car kind of perspective. And you get to sit here and you've got all your pals, and somehow you have a floating neck thing. Oh, I can see inside my own neck. That's weird. But yeah, it's kind of authentic, you know, in my opinion. It looks really worn in and used, and the ceiling and everything. And you've got, does it actually reflect behind us? I know, I'm not sure it does. But you got a nice wheel, and your character actually uses it, which is kind of cool. And you see my shoelaces and stuff. I don't know. It's a neat thing. At least I think so. And we're gonna kind of leave it because, realistically, I mean, I'm not gonna find the parts for this unless I spend just hours working on it. But you never know if I come across a lot of it. It's very hard to deal with because, you know, it's the statistic chance of finding a vehicle and then having to find all the parts for it. And I guess you also sort of got to defend it, right? Because, I mean, other people may want that car that you're working on. They might wait till you actually build it and just sit down there out in the forest and then shoot you when you've prepared it, and you'll go, ah, all that work for nothing. But it's kind of how DayZ goes. I don't know, it's just, that's a cool find for me because I've never come across car chases before. So chases. Pretty sure my pepper plants aren't over there, but we'll go take a look. Why not, right? They're over this way, or they were over this way. They probably either got like reset by the server or somebody destroyed them. As long as they were destroyed by people that, I don't know, watch the stuff, I think that's fine with me. Yeah, I believe they were right here. It's a shame. It'd be nice to plant something and then come back to it and see that it's still there. That island. I haven't been there since a number of updates, so I don't know if it's better now, but it's kind of not a great spot. I wonder if you could still spawn on there. Yeah, you can literally swim over to that island, and there's a castle up there. It's not really a fancy castle. I'd say the radio tower is probably the most interesting part. Over on the far coast, there's a bunch of houses, so that's kind of, you know, occasionally got stuff. It looks like there's a boat crashed. Oh yeah, the boat there. It's kind of like glitchy, and you can like float in midair or walk in midair on it. So, I didn't think it was anything special, but you know, yeah. Boonie hat, cool. Again, these boats. I always like to focus on that. I probably say it every time, but you got to remember, you know, if you're not someone that's like hardcore watching all the episodes and stuff, it might be a good tip that you don't know, and it's easy just to throw out there for a quick sec, that the boats, you know, have good supplies. They can keep you fed. They can help you when you're, you know, just starting out on the game. And they're just all along the coast. They're everywhere. They're very, very available. I don't know if these ones are as good, but in like the main kind of flat area, because this is kind of heading south. This is like a curve on the world. You can kind of hit those up. I don't know. It's like, it's a cool looking island. Yeah. But it's really not worth sort of going out to, in my opinion, just because, you know, you gotta swim, you get wet and stuff. It's just, you don't really get a lot of benefit out of that. Yeah, so we're gonna keep going. And hopefully we'll find some adventures. We'll probably get shot. Oh, netting. Because, you know, I always dream of someday having a ghillie suit. I think they've increased the, perhaps the spawn chance of the netting I've seen. Usually it's only in, like, certain areas, but it seems to be a little bit more common now in these, like, these side boats here, which is kind of cool. Purple bag is kind of nice, but this one's going to hold more. You also got to remember, if you're getting bags, that your bags do stick out on your character a bit. So the flatter the bag, kind of more beneficial for you. You know, you're less likely to get seen or kind of corner peeked. And, yeah, you've really got to manage, basically, what you want to be able to hold in your inventory against, you know, is this going to take away from my stamina? What kind of stuff can I hold? And everything like that. Yeah. And then you just sit back and you get all this stuff in your inventory and you admire the clouds. Much, much more lovely than they used to be. Again, that radio tower, you can actually climb up on top of it and you get a good view of things, which is kind of nice. If you had binoculars, it'd be pretty crazy. You could watch people all day just running along, doing their thing. I'm sure there's people out there that do that. They don't really interact with anyone. They just kind of hide out on a hill and watch people go by. I guess that'd be cool. Maybe I'll host like an all-day stream sometime. And I'll pick some random server, I won't tell anyone. And I'll just lay down and stream from that perspective. And we'll see if anybody can, like, find me or something. That'd be fun. That'd be a weird one. I don't know how interested people would be in it, but I think there might be a little bit more of a connection thing where it's like, where's this guy so I can go kill him or something, or jump in front of the camera. Yeah, it'd be pretty funny. I always thought that'd be cool for like Minecraft or something. Like the Minecraft realm I have, just kind of having like a fixed camera position. And then just sort of seeing people, you know, you go in there and build and come by and stuff throughout the day. But I feel like that always has its issues. Yeah, we're coming up on a bit of a dangerous town here. So if you've never been to this town, this one is usually deadly, like right off the start. We're going to go over that in a sec. Yeah. So it's the right-hand side here that's deadly over there. Right off the bat. And that's because there's like a military base in the middle section. Yeah, and then a lot of people just come out and shoot people. Usually they have guns, which is really weird. I guess this is a very gun-heavy town. And we're going to be tried to... Well, we're not going to be careful. We're going to run that right down the middle of it, because I'm reckless. But the smarter thing to do is just to skip this town and go along the beach, honestly. I've died so many times here, and I've had so many conflicts. I'm not necessarily... Well, I've died here a fair bit, but I've had a lot of problems here. Usually the shed right in this area is like super deadly. People running around with guns and stuff. Hopefully we don't run into any troubles, but you never know. Yeah, good times here. Lots of zombies too, obviously. Buildings seem kind of unlooted, I guess, just in terms of... Ooh, igloo backpack. And, yeah, we're going to try to go through here without alerting all of the undead. Oh, that didn't work well. Oh, sheet of rope. Rope to hang myself with later, am I right? Oh, I think I found a gun I needed in this spot last time we were streaming. That was kind of cool. I doubt we'll get it this time. Is this locked? Oh. No message received. This is the plague of my existence. I thought they would fix that. Okay, obviously, you know, things didn't go well, and the server disconnect thing. Is this a first-person server? I guess we're doing a little bit of a different perspective today, guys. We're doing first person. I didn't read that well. Let me see. Online. First person only. I guess I clicked that without thinking. Well, new perspective. I actually have a whole episode where I do first person only, so you can go check out that one. I guess that's going to be the part of this video. It's not kind of a smart angle because you can't really see what's happening around you, but it's a different way to play, and I think it's kind of cool that there's an option for it. You do super zoom in, that'll be there. A lot of zombies. A lot of zombies. Yeah, this should be neat. Doing this whole angle, I've kind of stuck with it because I don't want to have to do like the whole server hopping thing, because then I gotta wait more time, and I'm on the clock tonight. Thank you for the push I needed, zombie. Yeah, it's kind of weird doing first person. You know what I mean? Different angle for me. And it's strange because I play most of the games I play, I think, are actually first person. Whoa, that was like an intense hit on the side of the zombie head there. Combat is insane in first person. Got some for you too, man. That was a nice hit. Why is my character such a bleeder? Yeah, so I don't know how I'm going to patch that up. You can see the blood going on here. Hatchet, that might be more appropriate for what I'm trying to do. Let's see. I have netting in my hands. That's great. So I'm going to be bleeding. I can be smart about this. And what I do is I take my hoodie. Crap, that doesn't work. I think we're just going to have to bleed for a while, guys. Well, we could do that, and then we could take my hoodie. And then you go. Why does it freeze like that sometimes? That's weird. Why isn't it staying in my hand inventory? Anyways, and then we could take this, and we can hold that to drop it. And then we could take our rock or a knife, and then we can cut this up into rags. And then those rags are going to stop us from bleeding to death, which is obviously not a fun thing. You can actually bleed for a fair while, so just so you know. But, yeah, it's kind of a good thing to patch that up. Your screen will get, like, more gray over time. Yeah, so we're kind of good, and we're just going to go in a sec here. Yeah, so it's kind of good. There'll be a delay in your menu screen. You see how you're still dripping blood, and then it'll disappear once you're good. It's really that indicator in the bottom right corner that's going to tell you whether or not you're actually bleeding. So that's what you should look for. And the sort of blood item, which is beside the cross health, is also a good indicator of stuff. Yeah, we're going to keep rolling now. Well, actually, we should probably move the rag out of our hands and pick up the hatchet. I guess maybe we could have the sledgehammer as like an equip slot here, just in case. Yeah, it's always good to kind of put a barricade between you and the zombie, or at least push them away as best as possible. This is a very visceral and intense angle. Am I bleeding? This guy is such a bleeder. Oh my god, you notice this like sick beard? Is my guy growing like a sick beard? Huh. Didn't realize we had been alive that long. You can look inside of you when you're healing yourself. You know, like totally metaphorically and stuff. Yeah, so we'll drop that quickly. I think you could do it. I think you need a knife though. 'Cause you can, yeah, you need an actual knife. You can actually shave in this game. Have a knife for that. What is... Rooster? You want to make a spear every time you see one of these. Oh my god, get back here. Even they can jump over barricades? Wow. Must be nice. Oh my god. Miss. Stop it. Stop harassing me today. Okay. Yeah. So it's actually a genius idea is to cut up like chickens when you kill them. If you don't have a decent melee weapon, at least, you can use the bones. The bones you keep as something that you can use to make a spear. It's very, very helpful. I don't really care too much for the meat. See, there's people shooting over here. But the spear is like a huge difference. The police station's over there. That's the deadly spot where people go. So we're gonna check that out. As soon as we craft a handy dandy spear here. Take the bones in our hands, then we craft a spear. I do this all the time, but it's seriously a very powerful weapon. Very deadly. Can make a difference. Get rid of that. I guess we'll drop the sledgehammer. We equip the... Yeah, I guess we'll just equip that and we'll put this in our hands. And we'll go and see what the loud noises are, because action and excitement are what we crave in this series. Spear. Yeah. Okay. I heard gunshots, so it's a little too quiet here for me. Could have been the other side of town, I don't know. Whoa! Damn! That was cold. Can they hear me? So cold. For no reason at all. So cold. So I'm surprised they haven't finished me off yet, but I'm bleeding and I'm probably gonna die maybe before I get up. I don't know. We'll see. See the light coming back to me as I awaken. And the light fade. And am I dead? No, I'm dead. Wow, I guess the guy was maybe like shooting into me. That kind of hurts. I don't know why people are so intensely hostile in this. Like, you don't really get an interaction. I guess you just shoot people. Like, I get why. I mean, the kill on sight thing, I kind of get that now. If I have the advantage, I'll take it. It just kind of sucks, you know, because you work for your gear and then somebody just kind of shoots you. It just seems kind of like a waste, in my opinion. Like, I don't even see that the guy looted me on all. He just kind of... whatever. Oh my god, am I all the way up here in the north? Ugh. I don't know, guys. I don't know if I ever want to go to that military island thing. Maybe in a stream. It's just like such a pain to do. Especially when the game is so adamant about spawning me over here. This is a great city, though. Lots of stuff to see there. It's a nice spot. Maybe if I was in the third person, I would have saw that guy. Who knows? That's just how DayZ goes. This is Mikhail. Pretty badass. Dead again. Dead again. And don't forget when you fight, you can hold in the left stick. or not the stick, the left trigger, and you can do RB and LB, and you can like pump around. You'd be like, boo up, boo up, boo up, boo up, boo up, boo up, boo up. But you gotta watch your stamina on the bottom left because it'll ease your stamina up. Otherwise, you get like a slight ting as opposed to like a full sort of like evade move, and you can do that with the melee weapons, which is super helpful. But yeah, this is the situation I'm gonna have next time, so that should be cool to see unfold. Maybe I'll kill my character and try to spawn somewhere else. Who knows?